What's up guys, Johnny Blaze here working on the Lambo. I've got a little tech tip that'll help you out if you have, if you basically need to reproduce a speaker ring like this or something like that. This is a speaker that came with the car. It's actually an Audi speaker, what you'd actually find in the higher end Audis. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a ring so that, well, not to make a ring, but we're going to make it fit our new JL Audio C5 component speakers. So this is the mid-bass driver. What we want to do is make this sit inside there. The other alternative is you make a few rings like this that sit right over it, nice and perfect. And you can see there I'd have to build a few rings for it to actually sit in there. That's quite a bit of work. It's not like I've not done it before. But a more solid and permanent way to get it in there. And the other thing is that it will mount right back up to the factory. So this is the factory speaker that I pulled out of 09 Lamborghini Gallardo, and this is what we're going to do to it to make the JL 6.5-inch speaker fit in there. So we're going to reuse these connections here, that way they connect back up on top and we can plug our factory harness back in there. So next thing we're going to go ahead and do is cut this out. There you have it. So now that's trash, and now you take your 6.5-inch speaker, and there you go. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you something here is, let's go ahead and get this lined up here for the car, and it's going to sit something like that. So it has mounting screws that you mount these speakers with. But before you start taking those screws and you put them into this plastic, you always want to pre-drill it. This is an 1/8-inch bit. And you can take your screws and get those back in there, and so forth. So that's what it'll look like once your product's done. And this is one that's already done here. And let's go ahead and get it into the car. Now we can take our factory speaker lead, plug that right in there. This is going to be wired into a crossover, so these wires will be peeled from here, pulled to the crossover mounting point, and then the tweeter mounts right back in here. So this is the tweeter, the factory tweeter. It'll have the new JL Audio tweeter and a crossover all hidden behind the door. And the cool thing with this is that this is all part of the factory setup. So even this little rubber gasket here that sits all the way around there, will mount right over what was already there, and it's a nice clean install, and there'll be no issues with this install at all. Until next time, subscribe or follow the Lambo build. Yeah, I got more to come.